Hello, this is Christie Arkovich, a Tampa student loan attorney. I wanted to get with everyone really quick because there was an act passed today that gives us a very, very short window, a 2-week window to deal with. And so I want to help folks out there who have this situation know what's going on. First of all, it's called the Joint Consolidation Loan Separation Act. So how this came about is back in the 90s, everybody who graduated from college or whatever it was, advanced degrees and so forth, were encouraged to consolidate their loans with their spouse so you could have one payment. Sounds nice and easy, but it had a lot of ramifications, a lot of problems, and the program was discontinued. I think it was back in the late 1990s. We've dealt with those issues. Usually we've had to do so in an adversary court in bankruptcy to try to separate spousal consolidation loans where a husband and wife combine them. That's an expensive process. It's difficult. We could get results that we wanted, but someone had to file bankruptcy to get it. And so the purpose of this act is to avoid the necessity of filing bankruptcy and trying to deal with that joint spousal loan. We call the program one way in, no way out, because once you have that loan type, there's no way for you to consolidate out of the program to be a direct loan, for instance, because all joint spousal consolidation loans were always the older loan type called Federal Family Education Loan, known as FFEL. And some people don't even know what they have. So you can go on studentaid.gov and you can check your loan details and see if you have a FFEL, F-F-E-L, or a direct loan. What you want to do is make sure that you have a direct loan consolidation application filed before October 31. And that deadline is only a couple weeks from now. So what we have is a situation where folks have tried to take apart their loans, unconsolidate a joint spousal loan and be eligible for public service and some of the other loan attributes that a direct loan has, and they haven't been able to. And so if you were to file an application up through today's date and ask for it to be basically taken apart, it would have been denied. So the application to separate this joint spousal loan doesn't exist yet. There's guidance that's coming out next week, probably the application and the terms and so forth about it. But in case it's delayed, and now we're going to be in the third week of October, the deadline is October 31 for anyone who was working public service. So let's say, for instance, and this is where I want to reach the most people. Let's say you're a public school teacher or something like that, and you consolidate. There goes a car. I'm in a campsite, by the way. Here's another little car coming through. Anyway, let's say that you consolidated your loan and you and your spouse are both liable for this loan, and you've previously tried to fix that and been denied. You want to go ahead and file a direct loan consolidation application before October 31. How do you do that? You can consult with us. You can also go on studentaid.gov. You can do an online consolidation application. You can send it by fax if you wanted. They still have fax machines, believe it or not. You can also send it by mail with a tracking number, but make sure that you send it before October 31. Even if this application to separate your loans doesn't exist yet, it's important to get the consolidation app, I think, out there and pending, because here's what could happen if you don't. The joint spousal consolidation application could be out sometime in the third or fourth week of October, maybe even after that. However long it is, they're not going to have it processed right away, right? Just because you send an application one day doesn't mean it's automatically granted the next. It could take weeks, it could take months. If that happens, you would have by far missed the deadline for the public service waiver program, which expires October 31. And so if you had public service back in the day, that's still going to apply. You don't have to still be working for the public service program, public service employer. So please, if you have a joint spousal loan, because it is a little bit complicated and there is some immediate deadlines, make sure that you try to reach out to us if you can. We do one-on-one consultations. Your deadline's October 31. Remember, for that direct loan consolidation, the other stuff can be done thereafter. If you wanted to set a consultation with us, the best way to reach us is info@christiearkovich.com. That's our email address for setting up appointments. You can also call the office number of 813-258-2808. Just to add a couple little points for those who are interested, the older joint consolidation loans have limited folks to where they're not eligible for any of the direct loan programs or products that include repay. It includes the IDR waiver, the public service waiver, this 10,000 forgive, everything pretty much that has come out recently has only been for direct loans. And that's why I want you to make sure that you take advantage of this deadline. So I hope this has been helpful. And I hope you all have a great day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. And thanks for putting up for the cars driving by.